So I'm experimenting with pulling out all of these little corrugated pieces, whatever that is, busting them out, trying to make everything smooth. And I wasn't completely satisfied with this, so I started opening this back up again. I took some of the ridges out. I took the top part out to where it's flush with the top edge, so this still gives it rigidity and everything. And it's flush with that wall now, so it's a little bit bigger hole. And then maybe this stuff being pulled out, this being completely smooth in here, going into the intake right there. I don't know if it's going to make any kind of power difference whatsoever, but I am experimenting with it, and I will let you know. Okay, so now I took out all that honeycomb stuff, completely cleaned out flat for the most part. I cleaned it with like a sanding bit. The stone ones don't work. They get coated with the plastic way too fast, so you need to use a metal one. So that's all cleaned up, ready to go back in the car, and I will let you know how that goes. I've driven the car about 1,000 miles at this point. It's a little bit different. It's a little louder. There's more noise from the engine coming through the intake, because there was like a charcoal pad that's in the top of the intake box, and it seems like it kind of absorbs sounds maybe. So there's kind of a metallic sound coming out of the intake, which is not so pleasant, but the exhaust is a little louder too, and I think it felt like it moved the RPMs a little bit to where launching was at a little lower RPM, so it might have made some gains, but that's completely unscientific, of course. To me, I felt like it was worth it. The one thing I do want to do is put a piece of dyno mat on the top of the intake box to block out the noise but be completely smooth. And then I'll have the flow of what I have minus the noise, because I don't like the noise. But if you like intake noise, this might just be for you. So I'm going to do some revs right here. The rev's pretty nice. I don't know, I didn't really hear that metallic sound too much in the rev, but I'll do a little driving demonstration, see if you can hear the intake at all. I hope you can, because it's in the vehicle in person, it does sound a little louder. So there's a little whooshing sound, just a little, in the high RPMs. I don't know if you could hear it over the exhaust, because the exhaust did get a little louder. Ever since, I've done a few things since I started this video too. There's been a few more things done to the car, but I don't know if that's such a fair comparison, but I think it made a little bit of gains. It made more noise. If you want to try it, I say go for it. It's worth it, I think.